Hey there, I'm Trevor Houston, the creator of the Who You Know Summit, and I'd like to welcome you to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
On our program, we'd like to show you the job search like you've never seen.
Everything from getting noticed by employers, how to properly format your resume, and how to network effectively using LinkedIn to drive recruiters to your profile.
We even take suggestions from our amazing community.
So if you want to learn all things job search, go ahead and subscribe now.
Focus! It's all about the job search. So if you want to learn how to land that next success, you heard them. All you got to do is subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss out on a thing. Welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
Who you know?
Who you know?
Who you know?
Who you know matters.
Who you know can make all the difference in your job search. We're super excited to be with you today. We got an amazing show full of inspiration, education, and motivation.
And them other I words.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
It's inspiration, education, motivation. We're excited to be with you today. Stumbling on my words. All right. So let's go straight to the audience. See who we got here because they're already tuned in. I see Tanya, Amos, Philip Austin, Joseph Kavar, Amy. Sorry, I can't say your last name, Amy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Fran. We got Nikhil. I think I'm saying that right, hopefully.
Yeah.
Who else we got?
Hey, Nikhil from this morning.
We got Andrew Haynes. We got Waldorf University. Our sponsor, Waldorf, is on. Clayton Cunningham, Krista Kirshner, Mary Leone. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mary.
Kenneth Bryant, Eric Silverman. Good to have you as always, Eric.
Meg Rose, the hype lady.
All right, here's what we'd like for you to do. All right, I want you to tell me right now in the comments on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being like, man, my job search is just going so well. I'm just like overcoming the world. Like I'm landing tomorrow. Like I got this job secured, ready for me tomorrow. And 1 being like, man, I kind of, it's been a little while. Maybe it's an extended search. I want you to kind of rate your job search. Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear that. And we're excited to have you here with us. Laura Cobb, what is up? Hope Mangita. Oh, man, hope is the hope.
Yeah,
Help
that's
one
right.
person every day, and she does that times 10.
We've got people from
Hope
all
keeps
over.
us
We've got
together.
Tanya in St. Louis, Michael Cannon. We've got, David
Oakins
Rico.
up in Chicago.
Yeah, all over the place. So Elizabeth Haley, hey Elizabeth, Yvonne Winter in England.
All right, so the
Love
comments
it.
are coming
Love
in.
it.
Julie Villa says 5. Laura Cobb says 10. Esther says 7. Oh, they're pouring in. Greg says 5. We got a lot of 5s. Lori Oken says 2. Lori, we need to talk. I want to get you. Oh, wait, no, 2's good. Wait, no, 2.
No, 2's bad.
2's bad.
Tanya's
It's
a
too
1.
bad. Lori-
Tanya Amos, if you're at a 1, we need to talk. For
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, we need some. We need more 10s in here, guys. So I want to take these 2s and 3s and 5s. I want to take y'all to a 10
G
today.
is with us, too.
All right.
G says 5.
Yeah, 5. G says 5. Okay, so what our goal today is to help lift you up and get you to that 10. That is our goal. So, guys, I do want to put this out first and foremost before we really dive too far in. I want to set kind of like a public apology to the Who You Know Network for, if you guys missed it, for the Grant Cardone episode. So if you did miss that episode, we had the one and the only 10X Nation, Grant Cardone, come on to the show. It's an interview I've been trying to get put together for a long, long time, and I finally got it put together. Well, I didn't get an opportunity to properly set the stage.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I want to, put that apology out for front and center because it was something. Again, I was excited. We didn't get a chance to talk ahead of time. And so I wasn't able to tell him that this is a ministry, that this is faith-based, that we're trying to lift people up and build people. And so we got to see a little bit different side of Grant. And so if you do go back and watch that episode, parental advisory, okay? There were a few F-bombs in there. So anyway, I wanted to just, say, guys, I love you so much. And if you heard a few things in that episode that didn't build you up, because that's what I'm here to do, is help build you up. I want to apologize. And Grant actually called me that very night and said he wanted to apologize as well. So Grant apologizes. He's accountable for his words, and I'm accountable for not setting the stage properly. So
Well, yeah. Apologies to Grant too, because
Yeah.
hey, If he'd have known, right?
Right. If I would have been able to have the time to set that stage, he's a professional. The guy is a professional, okay? And he would have adapted, and it would have been a different episode for the Who You Know Nation. So, yeah, he's accountable for his words, but I'm accountable for not setting the stage, right?
Julie
Thank you for
said
that.
she wasn't offended by Grant.
No? How many of y'all said
I know
heard,
Julie's sister. Julie can hang.
How many of you saw that episode? Put 10x in the comments. Put 10x in the comments if you watched it, okay? If you put 10x in the comments. Guys, we always like to bless this show with a prayer for the listeners. So let's go to the Lord. If you could bow your heads with me. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this day, all your blessings. Thank you for opening doors and providing resources and continuing to further the mission, the Who You Know mission. We are so, so blessed to be able to be a resource and to be a light in so many people's a day. And I'm so grateful and thankful to be able to spend time with these great folks online. And thank you so much for putting us in a position to be able to make that impact. We are super grateful for that. Lord, I pray that you stay with those that are in need and that you know that, and let them know that they can accomplish the world, that they can do great things. In your name, in Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
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 All right, we got a lot to be thankful for. We got some amazing landings. I know you have a list.
Yep, I got a list, so I'm going to fire through that. I know you got a couple too, but I'm just going to shotgun these, and then we'll clap for them at the end. So I've got Daria Stark, Jagdish Nerva, Christine Blunt, Aislinn Allred, Brian Matos, Trisha Bangs, Raymond King, Grant Bills, Esther Bird, Corey Mitchell, Don Workman, Don, Stephanie Dixon, Leslie Garrett,
Garrett, right?
Melissa Smith, Madison White, Christy Wagner, and Sarah Hennings.
Woo! Yeah!
And who you got?
I got two.
Wow, I got 0. So hey.
I got. You probably already said them too. That's the funny part. Daria Stark. Did you say that?
Daria.
Okay, you already said that. And then Trisha Lucero.
Trisha Lucero.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, congratulations on landing. As always, there is hope. For those of you still in the search, it's happening, and it continues to happen. You've seen these last 4 or 5 shows. We've just had record amounts of people landing, and shout-outs to them. So let us know when you land. We want to give you a shout-out.
Good way to begin the beginning of the year of 2021. It's a good way to start it.
Heck yeah. With that.
Hey, you
I
guys,
got a jizob.
Guys, don't forget to tell us where you're from as you're chiming in the chime in there.
Yeah, tell us where you're tuning in from. Matter of fact, let's give some shout-outs again. Oh, my gosh. We got donuts flying in this. You see the donut emojis? See that?
Donuts.
Yeah. So we got Krista.
No calories to those either.
Lena Stoots. What's up, Lena?
Hey, Lena.
The Stoot Boost.
Yeah, the Stoot Boost. She's my new Clubhouse friend. We're on that Clubhouse app. So excited about that. Thanks, Lena, for being my friend on Clubhouse. I appreciate you. Foster, let's go to the tip of the week. What you got for us this week?
Guys, here's the deal. I am a recruiter, guys. I've been recruiting for a long time. I don't want to tell you how long I've been recruiting. So, job postings, guys. We really need to take our time and read the job postings, not skim them. Because here's what happens. When I put a job post out, I'm very, very specific about what it is to help you guys understand what the company's looking for. And I get, oh my God, you guys, I get if a recruiters are asking the question to themselves, hey, wonder why this person sent me their resume. We're not going to call you, and don't waste your time. And that makes job search more frustrating because you are applying for things that you're never going to hear from. We're not saying you can't do it, but that resume has to speak to that job posting.
Yeah, 100%. You got to make sure that you're fit first, and go do your informational interviews. That'll give you some insight to know if you are fit, right? Because you might not be. So I love that. Great advice. Great advice. I'd like to go real quick and give a special shout out, okay, because we are now 3 years into the Who You Know Job Networking Show. Can you believe that?
Yep.
3 years.
3 years.
How many episodes? How many shows?
This is episode 246. If
246.
I can get the audience to put hashtag 246 in the comments, please. Hashtag 246.
246. Let's see who's going to do it first.
Oh, yeah, we got a bunch of folks. I know they're going to show up. So
Jason
hashtag
Hopper is
246. And look, here's the deal. So I want to just give a special shout out and some love to, number one, our audience. okay? Because
Yeah.
there is no show without you, right? We really, really do appreciate you. You showing up every day allows us to be able to do bigger and better things, okay? It allows amazing places like, hey, check it out, Ice Shaker, right? We get, sponsors that come in to help fund this thing so that we can pay it forward, so that we can make a bigger impact. So I want to give a special shout out to Chris Gronkowski and Ice Shaker.
Chris.
We appreciate you and these amazing, awesome cups.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Matter of fact, you can go to our website. If any of you want one of these, you can go to whoyouknow.show. And there's an apparel section. You can go get your own Who You Know Ice Shaker if you want one of these. But we really appreciate Ice Shaker and all their support. And also, we've got some other people I want to recognize today.
Oh, good. Bring it.
Another company that has just been amazing and has really been paying it forward themselves. Can you guess?
Thomas Edwards Group. But I know who you're going to bring up.
Oh, well, them too. Thomas Edwards Group.
Yeah, Thomas.
All right, so check it out. Dun, dun, dun,
Waldorf
dun.
University, guys.
Yep. So, okay, this one's mine. Foster, this one is for you.
Yeah, it's a big fat one, so hey.
Shout out to Elizabeth if she's online with us right now.
Yeah, Elizabeth, we appreciate you.
Mark, got you a large over here. All right. And then for the audience, actually, I've got a big old swag bag.
Swag box.
I got all kinds of stuff, y'all. Check it out. Check it out. They sent some stuff for us to give. We got mouse pads. We got T-shirts. We got all kinds of things in here. So we want to give that out to you. Oh, check this out. We got the Waldorf cup. You got to get you a Waldorf cup. So I'm going to send a swag bag out. So make sure you're watching for those mic drop moments today because we got some cool stuff to give away. All right. Also, special shout out to the Genius Key. The Genius Key. So Amelia Antonetti,
wow.
We appreciate you. We got this awesome cup. We'll be giving this away today as well. And look at this. Check this out, y'all.
Oh, the genius.
Check this out. Hold on.
What's in there?
The genius key is in there.
The key?
Key to unlock your future,
Oh,
y'all.
that's a skeleton key too. Oh,
Boy,
wow.
yeah.
I'm gonna get in there.
Get in there.
We're just gonna get in there.
That's an old future.
Yeah.
That's old future.
A lock like that.
So Genius Key, we appreciate you. Amelia Antonetti, thank you. We'll be giving this away today too to the audience and
Yeah.
lucky member.
Lori West in the house.
And then special shout out to JFS, Frisco Connect.
Oh yeah, because Jason is on with us right now.
Yes,
Yep.
Jason Hopper, thank you so much. Special shout out to Frisco Connect for all their support. Covenant Church, thank you. Real News PR for our studio, all the help and support to make us look good because we need that help.
I need help. Oh my God.
Search for You.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir,
Search
yes,
for
sir.
You Inc.
Sir,
Thank
yes,
you.
sir. Y'all check out Search, the number 4, the letter U, INC.com.
Yeah, special shout out to you, Foster, for all your support and your love and everything that you've done to help the Who You Know Nation.
God
We
put me up
appreciate
to
you.
it, you guys.
Transition Point.
Transition Point.
Matrix and Transition Point.
Transition
Another.
Point. You are going to be the guest
Yep.
next week on Transition Point.
Yeah, I'll be
Matthew
speaking.
Harrington, we love you, and you let us all know, and I knew it was going to be Trevor. I'm like, I'm in the house.
And careerdfw.org.
CareerDFW.
Jeff
Career
Morris at
DFW.
careerdfw.org. Always
Jeff
great
Morris.
about posting the events and
Dallas
comments.
Huge
HR.
impact. Dallas HR.
Their job link. Guys, there are so many amazing resources and partners and our sponsors and everything. Guys, we want to just say thank you so much from the bottom of our heart. This is our 3rd year anniversary. We love you. We appreciate you. We can't do this without you. So I want to extend my
That's
gratitude.
true.
And guys, audience, I need a favor from you. I'm going to ask you for something now.
Uh-oh.
After all that love, I'm going to ask. Gotta ask.
Gotta ask.
Gotta ask. So we only got 4 stars on Apple Podcasts. I was like, whoa, hold up. We only got 4 stars. No, there's a reason for that. We haven't really been focusing on the audio side. We've been focusing on the video experience that you guys are receiving, right? And so we've actually poured some more resources into the audio experience. So you will see a difference. You will hear a difference when you go check us out on Apple and Spotify and Google and all of that. So Guys, I would love for you, if you're on Apple Podcasts, go give us a 5-star review. Go give us a 5-star review so that we can bring it up and actually be a player in the podcast side of things, the audio side.
Yeah, because when people are searching for it,
Yep.
sometimes they look for those 5-star programs, so we need to be on that list.
So if you're up to doing that, to help out the Who You Know Nation, put in the comments 5 stars. I want to hear it. 5 stars, and I want to give you a shout out. We love you. We appreciate you so much.
Real quick, I know we got to go to commercial break, but real quick, we haven't been talking about this. I've been putting it in the comments, but there's that little arrow right below the video screen. Go ahead and click that share button.
Mash that.
Mash that button. Go on, mash it. And also tag. We need you guys to tag. Let's get these numbers up here. Let's get the audience plugged in. Let's get more people out there. The content and the resources that we can.
Yes. And one last thing, too. I know we're giving see, this is a rule. See, we're breaking rules here. You know that, Mark, right?
Yeah.
Too many calls to action.
Yep.
Right? We're telling them, hey, do this, do that, do that. They're like, I'm not going to do anything.
Like, okay.
Yeah, like, all right, I'm not going to do anything you said. No, for those of you that are on the new Clubhouse app, so Lena Stutz, I know you're on there. G, I know you're on there. If you're on that new Clubhouse app, come check out Breakfast with Champions in the morning. It starts at 5 a.m. To 10 a.m. I will be on speaking tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Oh, my God.
with Chris Gronkowski. Some of you saw his episode. And, yeah, go check us out over there. If you're already on, I'd love for you to come in. He is the owner of this company right here, Ice Shaker. We want to show some love.
Man, let me tell you, these things,
Legit, right?
I put some ice in it, like in the morning when I started work, and at like 4:30, I took a drink, and there was still ice in there. I was like, what?
You're like, what?
Yeah.
All right, so guys, we got to go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we got Daniel Frey in the house, and I promise you,
That's
guys,
that guy right
we're
there.
gonna inspire you, lift you up, motivate you. You're gonna love it. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You need to hear Daniel.
How are you spending extra time at home? Perfecting kitchen skills? Learning a new language? What about your education? At Waldorf University, we're offering 25% off your first online course. It's your time. It's your future. Start today.
Hey, Trevor Houston here, and if you're looking for connections to opportunities, free seminars and workshops, to the knowledge and tools you need, and individualized one-on-one coaching for solid plans and solutions, Career and Financial Services is here for you with a holistic approach to educate, empower, and guide you to achieve your desired future. Call today to learn more about how the coaches can assist you to reach your career and financial success.
Welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where
Why
what
is
you
that?
know is important, but
Who you know?
Who you
Daniel
know?
Frey, that's who.
who you know can make all the difference in your job search. We're super excited because we've got Daniel Frey. Let me read his bio real quick. So Daniel Frey is a retired firefighter that helped start one of the first community health programs in the country. He's the co-founder and SME of FieldMed, a software company that offers community health software, telemedicine, and EMS software. But more importantly, Daniel, I got to know him, and Daniel is a true warrior. Okay,
Yeah.
His story today is about overcoming obstacles and going from surviving to thriving. So, guys, I'm super excited to have Daniel here with us today. Let's give a round of applause in the comments. All right, Daniel.
And a round of applause here.
Welcome.
Love it. So, Daniel, thank you so much for being with us today.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. It's a great honor.
I got connected to you from Elizabeth Haley
Yeah.
from
Elizabeth
Waldorf
did that?
University.
Okay.
She was like, you got to meet this guy. There's something about him. So I connected with you. We had a little Zoom meeting, and I was immediately like, oh, my gosh, got to get this guy on here. Tell me some of your backstory. I mean, I know it, but tell the audience some of your backstory. I know you've got a lot of great things going on. You're climbing the mountains, but it hasn't always been that way.
It definitely has not always been that way. You know, I was born in Cleveland, Ohio. When I was 9, my family moved here to actually the colony, Texas, back when the colony was just a little farm road. Farm road, just a little farming community. Grew up there, went to Louisville High, and then I went off in the military. In between the high school and the military, though, I found myself homeless. I lived on my own since I was about 15. Issues at home, parents got divorced, and so I was homeless for about 3 years. My option was the military. I wasn't really wanting to go in the military, but I picked that as an option. It's one of the best things I ever did. Changed
What
my
branch?
life. I was Army.
Army.
Go
Army.
I was Army. Many years ago, before Iraq and Afghanistan. But so I joined the military. Was there for did my 4 years in the military. Got out, and it's actually a little more. I started in the reserves. Loved it, so I went full time. Wasn't sure what I was going to do. I really was just lost in where I was going to go after the Army. I wanted to make a career out of it, but they were cutting jobs and cutting bases. So I took a job working construction. I worked in Chicago. I kind of wasn't sure where I was going to go. I wasn't sure where I was going to go. I looked at a map and went, Chicago. Sounds great.
Why? Hold on.
I literally just looked at a map and went,
because everybody from Chicago is like, go to Texas. I'm going to Texas.
Right?
They're like trying to get the heck out.
And the funny thing is, after just over a year, I went, I'm going to Texas.
Yeah.
And y'all got the
I'm
best
from Northern
pizza.
Illinois. I'm from Northern Illinois.
Okay, so I was born in Cleveland. I'm like, I miss the cold weather. It's flat, hot in Texas. I'm going to do something a little different in snow. Bad move. But nothing wrong with Chicago. Just it's not
Good
me.
pizza, though.
Good pizza.
Dude,
Good pizza.
Lou Malnati's? What you talking
Good
about?
pizza. But so I got a job with a construction company there working on skyscrapers. So I was a laborer, and I helped set.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I helped
Does that
set all
mean
the
you were
scaffolding
like
and stuff.
you were up
Strapped
there?
in and all
Strapped
that.
in,
Yeah.
30 stories
man.
up there.
Oh,
Up there.
dang.
Wow.
And I lasted about a year, and
And you fell?
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I lasted about a year.
airplanes.
It's wintertime, and I'm strapped in. It's about 20 below. It's cold as snow. And I'm like,
And it's
why?
colder up there.
I'm like, why am I doing this? There's
Yeah.
got to be something else. In the meantime, I had met a couple Chicago firefighters. So I'd met them, become friends with them. They lived in my apartment building that I was living in, and I started going to my paramedic school there. Or started going to EMT school there to get my EMT and move on to paramedic, and I just fell in love with the fire service. I came back to, came back here, actually lived in Plano, got hired with the Paris Fire Department, and everybody's like, Paris, why would you move to Plano and go to the Paris Fire Department? Well, my mom's sister lived up in Paris, and they're like, hey, they're hiring. So I was like, yeah, it's a job.
Yeah.
So I got the job there, and I worked there for 11 years.
Wow.
Paris fights a lot of fire. It was a lot of fun when you're young. It's awesome, and they pay nothing. So, so I started looking at career choices, and I went, I still want to be a firefighter. I love doing it. I love what I do, but I need to make some money to pay bills and at least support my family. McKinney Fire Department was hiring in McKinney, Texas, so I applied there and got hired in McKinney, Texas. Before I retired, I worked there almost 15 years.
Wow.
So 25 in total.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you for your
Well, thank you.
service.
Thank you very much.
Not only to the country, but to the communities that you've been serving, all this time. And I know that you shared something with me on our Zoom call that, like, it hasn't always been easy. Like, you have PTSD.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I do.
And talk to us a little bit about that. What are some of the challenges that, on a day-to-day basis that you have to go through, you have to fight through every day just to...
So, and a lot of this I haven't shared with a lot of people, but a lot of people know, I don't hide the PTSD. I did for a while I was in the fire service, because for many years, if, law enforcement, any public safety, you say that, and already they don't think you're fit to do your job.
Yeah, that's
But
stigma.
quite honestly, most people that have any time in the fire or law enforcement have PTSD of some sort.
Right.
But I held it for years after my diagnosis and didn't say anything. It was very hard because, you go on calls that remind you of things, and you do things that remind you of things, and it's hard to deal with. Most people with PTSD end up drinking too much. They end up divorced, drugs, suicides, huge in the fire and law enforcement in the last few years.
Oh, wow.
Since I was also military and have some tours, I go to a group called 22 Kill, and that's actually what my ring is.
Yep.
It represents 22
Yeah,
Kill.
I was going to ask you about that.
So so my ring, it's a group called 22 Kill, and they specialize in counseling and outreach groups for first responders and veterans and 22 kill stands for 22 veterans a day on average that commit suicide.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
yeah.
you wear your ring on the trigger finger to remind you, and so I started going to them, and my counselor, after a little while, he's like, I'll back up just a little bit. So as I'm in the fire service, I'm dealing with the PTSD. It's hard. Things are rough. I ended up going through a divorce. In 2017, I went through a divorce, and it was very hard. We had 2 kids together. I just adored her. Life was good, so I thought. I had worked at this point 22 and a half, 23 years in the fire service, did my military time. I had that, I'm going to retire at 60.
Right.
Just enjoy life and sit around and do crafts and play with my dog and fish and,
drink lemonade on the porch in your rocking chair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's who doesn't want to do that, right?
I like that.
So that was the life I had planned out, and that's the direction I was moving. And I had my 401k and put a little money in savings. I had owned a construction company because every firefighter has a job on their days off.
Right.
So for many years, I did construction. I was able to put some money aside. At this time, I wasn't doing it. I had sold the company and put that money aside for my retirement.
Yeah.
Ended up going through a divorce, just destroyed me. I was just devastated.
Oh yeah.
And the hard part is, when you're 47, I was 47 at the time. I'm like, wow, this is not where I want to start life over at 47. About a month later, I get diagnosed with cancer due to the fire service. It was contributed 100% to the fire service. The hard part is cities and fire departments don't want to recognize it because they don't want to pay for it. It costs them too much money. So you're kind of left to deal with it on your own. Mm-hmm. And I was left to deal with it on my own. So the other thing that I was facing is with the divorce, I had 50% custody of 2 kids that were with me a lot of the time. And then I still had all the bills. She didn't take the bills with her. She just left.
Yeah.
So I still had the bills. So I was able to pay bills and everything. But then when I get diagnosed with cancer, one of the things that I was afraid of was being put on workman's comp or sick leave or disability where I get 60% of my pay because I was having a hard time as it was just paying everything we had before. And so what I made a very conscious decision not to tell anybody at my work. I told my immediate supervisor and the chief of the department. That way, if I had to take off, they knew. I kept it from my kids. I didn't even explain to my ex-wife the treatments I was going through, friends. I kept it to myself because I was afraid that if word got out, I would be sent home from work and I couldn't afford to pay my bills. I would go to shift, and it's 24 on, 48 off. I would go to my shift, and I worked the whole shift, and then the next morning I'd go do a treatment, and sometimes I'd have to sit at the hospital for 2 or 3 hours to get myself home because I couldn't get home. And I literally lived straight down the same street the hospital's on 2 miles, but I'd have to wait a few hours because I couldn't get in my car and make it home. Then I go home, I sleep for a couple days, and I go back to shift. And I did that through all my treatment, and I didn't tell everybody at work until afterwards. So I kept doing that. I went through all that, and in the meantime, while I was doing this, my medical bills mounted, like incredible.
Oh yeah.
It's hard enough with insurance. I don't know how anybody does it without insurance. Just the medication alone was costing me a paycheck, and that was my side of the medication after insurance was costing me almost a full paycheck. And I'm trying to pay a mortgage and kids and car payments and insurance and on and on and on. Over the course of the next 2 years, it was harder and harder for me to do my job. Finally, I got through the treatments, and I was healthy enough. I went into remission. I was healthy enough to work, but it was still a little difficult. During that time, I ended up blowing through all the savings I had that I saved up with the construction company. I ended up getting to the point where FieldMed, the company I have now, the night, and I'll get a little more on FieldMed, but the night I went to go sign the contract with the business partners, the next morning I'm signing this business contract with these partners. I wake up that morning to go get my truck and go there, and I have no truck. It got repoed the night before.
Oh, man.
So I had to find a ride to sign this contract with this, big company, and I had to find a ride to get there because my truck got repossessed. And then when we finally came out, when we finally did the deal, and we after the deal was finally done and we're going forward, I come home, everything's great. I've already dealt with the truck a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. I get a letter in the mail that my house is in repossession. So it's in foreclosure. My house is in foreclosure. So I was dealing with all that. There were times when I would get my kids and I did not know what to do. My 50% of the time I'd get my kids and I was worried, how am I going to feed them? I had no food in the house and I'm like, how am I going to, get food from the store and stuff? So I would, save up a few dollars and get them Sonic, McDonald's, whatever, and I would just skip my meals. I would just skip, and I was eating like once a day.
So I would like to, reset the stage here for the audience. I think there's so many things. Like, it seems like there was this domino effect, right? In PTSD. You were going through a divorce, at the same time having, getting cancer, fighting that, medical bills, having to make the decision of paying those bills or, like what to eat, paying the medical bills or paying your car note, right? Car gets repoed, house is in foreclosure. But things are a little different today.
Things are way different today. Things are incredible today.
Praise God.
Oh, that's the only way I've gotten through everything is just I've asked God in every step, hey, show me the direction, lead me. I get up, I pray every night, and I pray every morning. Just show me the direction I need to go. Show me what I'm going to do. I've been doing this all on my own, my way, and here I am. I need a different way because my way is not working, and my way was not working whatsoever.
Before you get into overcoming it, that's pretty low. Right, it sounds like you were just at an extreme low point. How did you get through that?
Well, I was very low. It was very low. There were many times where I'm like, I'm done with this. I don't want to do it anymore. After when everything finally hit, I was about 50 years old. I'm 50 years old, and I'm single, a single dad. I had my truck repoed. My house is in foreclosure. I don't have a dime to my name. And I'm having a hard time doing my job because I couldn't physically. I was having a hard time doing my job. I was very low, and to the point where my counselor at 22 Kill put me in for a service dog and recommended me for a service dog because, and that's when I went, oh my gosh, I'm at the point where I have to have a service dog. I have to have a dog to deal with my life, and it just, yes, it was very hard. What got me through it, honestly, were friends. Just reaching out and people and just praying to God that it's going to change. And I started a community health program, like Trevor was saying. I was seeing these patients, and these were patients that the hospitals were having a hard time dealing with. They couldn't figure out how to fix them. They were patients that were uninsured, underinsured, had no clue how to take care of themselves. And it was on all sides of town. It wasn't you're poor, it wasn't you're rich, it was everywhere.
And so they were calling in, right? Like they were making 911 calls and emergency calls.
Exactly.
Just tell them about that.
So the way it started was they were making all these calls to 911, and some of them would just need a meal, but we wouldn't know why, and they'd tell us, well, I'm having chest pain or breathing difficulty, just so they can go to the hospital and have a meal. Some were doing that because they had nobody to talk to. They're just home alone by themselves. Some of them didn't know the right time or not to call 911. I worked with some firefighters at the fire department, a medical director, and we put this program together where we would go out and see patients. We reached out to them and said, hey, we can help you. Instead of calling 911, let us come see you. So instead of sending an ambulance and fire truck, we would we had a pickup truck. We were still firefighters. We carried all our gear. We carried all the medical gear. We went to extra school, got higher trained so we would understand what's going on. And we would go teach them about congestive heart failure, COPD, diabetes, whatever. We'd help them get their medications. We'd help them get signed up with Medicare and Medicaid. We'd help them with getting wheelchairs and walkers. That. We would help them get Meals on Wheels. I mean, I had one lady that called 59 times before she got in the program in 10 months. And after that, she called 11 times in the next 3 years.
So, hold on. Let's rewind that. So she called how many times?
59 in 10 months.
59 times she called 911 in 10 months just because she needed food, needed support, encouragement, something.
So with her, it was food.
It's food.
She needed food. We did not. On the ambulance, when they call you, you go, you put them in there, and you take them. Mm-hmm. And you take care of that issue that's going on right then. Well, if you don't see an issue, you kind of just transport them, hand them off to the hospital. They let her go if they can't find an issue. So when we started this community health program, she was one of our first patients that we took on. And when we started looking at her history, she was calling about 11 to 12 o'clock every day. So what she would do is she was getting a ride to the hospital, she'd get lunch, and she'd walk home, and she was usually leaving the hospital before we cleared in the ambulance. She'd get her food, go home. So the problem was, here's the amazing story, is she lived literally right across the street from Meals on Wheels.
Oh.
I could throw a rock through their front door. It was literally, here's her house, right there across the street was Meals on Wheels. The problem was she wasn't old enough to qualify. They have an age. So I went over there, and it means a little more when you go over there in a fire department uniform and a fire truck. And I told them, the people that were around, I said, look, you guys want to help the community. You want to do something right. I said, that lady over there needs help more than anybody.
That's the lady right there.
So because of the delivery and stuff and age limits, we would go to Meals on Wheels once a week, and we'd pick up a week's worth of food and bring it to her. Nice. And she stopped calling 911, and we helped her with. She did have legit medical issues too.
Yeah.
Right.
And they would exacerbate over time if she didn't, get the help, and then she'd end up in the hospital. But we helped her get her medication and other things. We found out she was illiterate; she couldn't read or write, so we helped. We would get her frozen food from Meals on Wheels, and we'd come back, and she still had all the food. That's because she didn't have a microwave. So we got our microwave. We come back, and we found out that all the food's still there. She didn't know how to use a microwave because she couldn't read the numbers and stuff. So I just told her, I said, open the door, put it in, push that button right there. So she learned how. So it's just things like that.
So what you ended up doing is, you're going through all of this, as I mentioned before, kind of a domino effect in your life,
Yes.
hitting kind of rock bottom, and then you're serving the community, actually solving a problem, figuring out a solution to a problem that was going on. And now things are a little bit different. You've got a business, and things are growing for you. And I'm excited. I want to lean into that, but I'm going to put the audience on a cliffhanger. So, guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back, and you're going to hear a whole lot more from Daniel Frey. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
At Waldorf University, we are committed to helping you discover a path to success. Our flexible online degree programs give you the freedom you need and deserve. Take the first step and receive 25% off your first course today.
I've started the 12-week program that you guys are putting together, and the wealth of information that you guys have provided completely revolutionized and transformed my knowledge and what I know I need to do to get my next career.
The Who You Know Network has helped me tremendously with my job search. They've really taught me how to connect with people, how to really network with people, especially in these times where it's a bit difficult. They also taught me some methods, some techniques to help me stand out from the crowd.
I was really discouraged, I was really depressed, but then I discovered the Who You Know Show community, and this has given me so much encouragement, so much hope.
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but who you know can make all the difference in your job search. I'm excited that we're back because we're digging into the story of Daniel Frey and how he's overcome so much in his life. I'm going to kind of paint a picture for you if you are just coming into the segment. So Daniel has overcome PTSD, divorce, cancer, right? All of these different aspects that normally would destroy a person, to overcome, to really be an inspiration. And I want to really figure out how. Like, what were the things that got you through the day-to-day to keep you moving forward, to put that next foot in front of the other?
Well, as we were talking about before the break, my patients, the people that I was seeing, that I was helping, I was helping them with all their issues, but they were also helping me. You know, when I was telling you I didn't want anybody to know at my fire department about what I was going through, I told my chief and I told my supervisor, and my chief right away was like, hey, you might, you know, we need to take time off. I said, no, I need to see my patients. So as I was seeing them, I would let all them know what I was going through. And when I would go talk to them, we would sit there and we'd talk about their issues, and they'd ask how I'm doing. And they just inspired me to keep going, because over my career in the fire service, you see people with hard times, and we see the worst of the worst. And you just have to remind yourself that whatever I have in this bubble that I live in, I'm not alone, and I'm not the only one. And there's other people going through this. So when
boom, yep,
there it is.
So when I'm going through this and I'm able to share this, my patients were baking me cookies. I would go over there and they would have cookies for me, and we would just sit there and talk for a couple hours, where the guys would give me a hard time, like, look, you've seen this patient, you know, long enough, let's go to the next one. And my days were long, but it was because I was sharing. I was helping them just as much as they were helping me. My kids, I adore my kids, and they just keep me going. And just, you know, knowing that if I put in God's hands, I'm going to be okay. Things will be okay eventually, somehow, whatever that is. There's a plan. I don't know what the plan is. I will get there.
So you're a servant leader. You went out into the community, stepped out, started serving people. Probably didn't know where exactly it was going, but you were just solving a problem that you saw in front of you. And tell us about where you're at now, because that problem that you were solving for this community, which the community was actually serving you back, that kept pushing you forward. Like, now where are we at today? Because now you've got a company and things are growing. And
so it's funny. So when I was doing this was a new program. We were the first fire department to have a fully functioning program in the country. There's a couple privates. Now there's a couple thousand running, and it's growing big, really big. Well, there was no software for it. So you have EMS software, you have go to doctor's office, they report things on software, home health, everybody. This is a little bit of a collaboration of every kind of software, every kind of reporting. There was none out there at the time. So I was putting it on notebook paper. I was going through all my treatments. It was hard. And a couple of guys at work are like, you know, you need to find a way to develop the software. So I went into it going, yeah, I'll develop the software. I'm going to go out there and sell this software to everybody. I'm going to have a business, and I'm going to market it, and I'm going to do all this.
Well, hold on. Are you a software developer?
Absolutely not. Nor am I a marketer.
Nor
am I a salesperson. And so I am so glad I found an incredible team to work with. Hold on,
group. That right there, that's a golden nugget. That's a mic drop moment, because what I want to lean in, guys, don't be afraid to step out, right? Because you may not have all the answers, but what you did is you took action anyways, right? Something was leading you somewhere. You took action, and you built a team to help you, because we don't always have I don't know where this who you know stuff's going. We're going somewhere though. Yeah. Right?
Absolutely.
But we got to take action. You got to put one foot in front of the other.
Serve your way to your breakthrough.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree 100%. And you know, I've just found over time, one of the things that's helped is reinvent myself to where I'm going, where I'm going to be. You know, if this is not working and I'm at a stopping point, or I need to change, or I'm just stagnant, not getting anywhere, you know, you can take classes online. I've taken classes online. With the software company, I know nothing about software. I mean, the guys laugh at me because I couldn't get on Slack and talk to them. We had this conversation one day, and they were like, why don't you respond to us on Slack ever? I'm like, I don't know how. Because I can put the stuff in Slack, but there wasn't a send button like there's a little blue plane on my phone. Well, there is now. Slack fixed it. Somebody told them. But before, you hit return. I didn't know you hit return. So I would type stuff in Slack, and I'd stare at it going, how do I send this?
There it is, yeah.
And I mean, that's how bad I was at software. And I'm co-owner of a software company. So
right.
I love that, though.
So you reinvent yourself. There's stuff out there that you can do.
That's a mic drop in itself right there.
To find things. Udemy. You know, I got on there, and I took a class and I'm still taking this class on how to program, because I don't want to program. I'm never going to program, but I want to know what my guys are doing so I can be more relevant in my company. So as I'm doing this, I had a few things that I need to get trademarked, and I went to an attorney, great guy, helped me trademark stuff, and he happened to know, after I got to know him, he knew what I was doing, I was looking at, he happened to know an investor, put me in touch with this investor.
It's all about who you know.
It's all about who you know and connections.
Networking.
Connections and networking. I met this investor. He just so happened to be in partners at a previous deal with a guy who is now part owner of one of the nation's largest anesthesia reporting companies called Graphium Health. Met with them, talked with them. They said, we'd love to be in that space. We love what you're doing. We love it. And we all met, and I pitched it to them. And the funny thing is, I had a couple other offers, a couple other deals for software. They were going to make the software, do the software. And I thought, $10,000, $20,000. No, I'm having software made $2, $3, $5 million. Okay. And I'm like, where am I going to come with that money?
Right.
So I get to these guys, and they're
gotta take care of that.
Right. Well, and he did. And he did. And he always does.
Wow.
And this team came to me and said, we would love to be in that. We would love to partner with you. We want to be your partner. We don't want to develop your software. We don't develop software. We partner. So I partnered with them. They had the marketing team. They had the sales team. They had the development team. They had everything.
Wow.
And best of all, this is just an incredible group of very good Christian men. Mm-hmm. They have taught me so much and mentored me and just been straight up. I was worried about going in the beginning, and I don't have to get too far in this. In the beginning, I had a couple business partners, and they tried to steal the business from me. They started trademarking my stuff and not telling me. Luckily, my attorney found it before they went too far. Mm-hmm. These guys here,
they're
incredible.
On the up and up.
They're on the up and up. They're great, good group of Christian guys, and they're
I love that. That's even better. Okay, so you had some snakes in the grass with you, and here comes God says, now let me weed these snakes out and let me connect this dot and this dot. Here we go.
That's exactly what happened.
And he says he'll do that in his word, y'all.
Yep.
So we've had a couple mic drop moments.
Bunch.
Mic drop moments actually.
Yep.
So let's go. Let's get a question out there.
I got a question.
All right, you got a question?
Yeah, I got a question. This
right.
one's pretty specific, y'all. So don't be cheating.
I had a specific one too. So
okay, well,
we got two things.
We got two of them.
All right, here we're gonna do. Because hold on. Let me get this real quick. So, I've got a Waldorf University swag bag. Okay.
Right.
But it comes with a size. Okay. It comes with a size. Okay. So I need to know the first person to put in the chat that you are an XL. Extra large, and don't be cheating if you're not XL, because I need extra large in here. If you got the XL,
I need 2X.
Boss is like, I need 2X.
Yeah, me and Dan need 2X.
If you're an XL, I got a Waldorf University swag bag for you. So put that in the chat box, and I'll get you a swag bag sent your way.
All right. And we've got the Genius Key.
Yeah, the Genius Key.
All right.
Yeah. We'll do
All
that.
right, let's give that away. I've got a very specific question.
Yeah.
So Daniel talked about he realized he was at his ultimate low point when his counselor recommended that he get what?
Ooh, that is a good question.
That is a good one, isn't it?
So when
he's like, man, I'm at the low of the low because of what? What helped him
his
recognize
counselor
that?
recommended that he get something. So what is that?
All right, well, hold on before we get to
We've
that.
got an XL in.
So
and,
we got some XLs that are coming in here.
The first one I see is Lisa Fisher.
Lisa Fisher. All right, Lisa. So I got a whole swag bag coming your way. It's got all kinds of stuff. Hold on, let me check it out. Hold on.
Just to have fun, guys, where was he born? Do you guys remember where Daniel was born?
Yep, that's a good one too. That's a good one too.
Hold on. Lisa. Let me show you what you won.
Oh, yeah.
If I can open it. Hold on.
Bardo.
Yeah, here we go. It's got a Waldorf koozie.
Coaster.
Oh, yeah. Coaster. Yeah. And a Waldorf mug.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And the mouse pad, because I know you're at home in front of your computer. You got to do that. Right? You got that mouse pad. We got stickers. Boy. Hold on.
Stickers in
And Waldorf. I don't even know what these are.
What are those?
But you got one. It's in your bag.
Is that the mascot?
It's the mascot. Look at that. Sorry.
All right. All right. And we have the winner for the Genius Key water bottle, Lori West.
Lori West.
It was
Williams
a dog.
West.
Yep, the service dog.
Hey, look at.
And Polly Malloy, you got it right about where he was born.
You hear this? You hear that, y'all? That's the key.
That's
to
got
your
the key in there.
It's got the
Good
key.
feature.
Hey, this is a really cool cup too because you can put like fruit and stuff in here and it won't get into your you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Yeah, like you can separate. Yeah. There's the key to your future right there.
There's Elizabeth Haley. She's with us.
Elizabeth, we appreciate you at Waldorf University. We love you so much.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Yeah. So, congratulations, guys. Daniel, I had a question.
We got more.
Oh, we have more.
Yeah, we got more. But wait,
there's more.
There's more. Hold on. Because I just feel like giving today. I just feel like giving. So let me know in the comments, y'all. Real quick, I want you to just go ahead and light these comments up. Let me know. What do y'all think of these? What you think? You like these?
You know.
That's nice. You like these cups? I kind of like these cups.
My smoothie king is going right there.
You like this? So, okay. So I want you to put hashtag ice shaker. Put hashtag ice shaker in the comments. And then let's get a question. If you want an ice shaker, put hashtag ice shaker in the comments. And then let's get a question about...
Question to win the ice shaker?
Yeah, let's get a question about Chris Gronkowski's episode.
Yeah, make it hard.
Yeah, I'm going to make it real tough. Yeah. So you have to have watched his episode. So what was the last team that Chris Gronkowski played for
I don't even remember
in the NFL?
Wow.
Ooh.
That's
pretty good.
Yeah, that's going to
take
a while.
remember?
Not Rob Gronkowski,
yep. You got to
but
look
Chris
it up. Either that or you got
Gronkowski.
your Google fingers got to be fast. Hey,
Did I say Chris or Rob?
You said Chris.
You said Chris.
I said
Yeah,
Chris?
you said Chris.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not messing things up.
While you guys are typing in the comments, Daniel, I wanted to just ask you a little bit more because, I think it's very interesting. I mean, you started with this concept. You saw this need through your service, through your servant leadership, and this has blossomed. Now, it's a FieldMed, right?
Yes.
It's a software that does what?
So when you
good question.
Yeah, when you see patients, if an ambulance comes to your house or when an ambulance picks up a patient, they have to report on everything they've done, from your vitals to your personal information to what medical treatments they've done, medications, so on and so on. So there's that in their world. There's the same in your home health world and doctor's world. Community health had nothing for that because community health is very specific on how they see patients. We do things like home evaluations, help them get wheelchairs and walkers and things. So you have a needs. There's needs sections. You're not seeing that patient on a one-time basis. You're scheduling them maybe once a week, every other week, once a month. So you need to understand what I need to do for this patient so it doesn't fall through the cracks. You don't want to promise someone who is depending on you for a wheelchair and then you don't do it because you forgot where you wrote it down. So, and the other thing with it is we do patient care plans. So when you see a patient, and their blood sugar is always low and they don't understand how to deal with their diabetes and how to do their insulin, you work with them and the care plan then is, okay, I need you to do this and work on this. So you come up with this care plan. You need a way to track that and trend where they're going with it. So the software shows, their vitals, and it shows trending and tracking with graphs and their vitals. So you can tell if the plan you're coming up with for this patient is actually helping or not helping. And if it's not helping, you can adjust your plan.
Yeah.
The patients have wounds. Some of these patients have wounds. So we have a section in there that you can report on their wounds. Well, if you ask a paramedic to call a doctor and the doctor says, well, you describe the wound, you're going to go, it's about this big or it's as big as a quarter. It doesn't help the doctor. They need to know how deep it is, what level it is, all that.
Where it is.
So we have software that not only can you write it's as big as a quarter, but you take a picture and it adds the picture of the wound to it. So the doctor can not only hear it, but now they can see that wound as well. And of course now, up until within the last year, telemedicine for paramedics in the field has been all but non-existent. With everything going on now, so we have telemedicine. So now you can telemedicine your patients at home instead of having to go and see them. And these are the sickest of the sick, usually the community health patients. So instead of bringing something that you may have caught on a 911 call or at the fire station or wherever to that patient, now making them possibly deathly sick.
Even more sick.
You can do a telemedicine and you can still do the reporting on your end. So
I love it. I just think it's awesome. I mean, what a story of, overcoming obstacles and God just, using you, using your servant heart and your giving into the communities to connect dots and ultimately create, this business that is going to, it's a game changer. I mean, it's going to revolutionize the medical industry. I think it's just awesome.
It's been incredible for me. It's funny. A couple of years ago, like I said, I was in this low of low, and now, I'm sitting here. I've had medical journals. I've been in medical journals, and I've been on blogs and this and that, and it's amazing to me. And the way I look at it is it's my way of continuing my community health outside the fire department, and it's awesome. I love it because I'm still able to reach out and help people and do things, and it's really cool. It's very, very humbling. And the one thing I've learned is no matter where you're at in life, no matter what's going on, you could still get thrown a left-hand curve.
Oh, yeah.
And you just gotta deal with it and know that you're gonna be okay. Things are gonna be fine, and it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
Serve your way to your breakthrough. God will open those doors for you guys to be able to do that.
You got to be willing to see the door.
Yeah,
you have to.
Yeah. You got to have that genius key.
You got to have that genius key.
Just throw that in there. Hold on. But no, seriously though, I love that. I mean, man, I just thank you so much because I know the audience can relate, right? I know the audience is going through a hard time. I know it may feel like the world is against you. That there's this domino effect, emotionally, mentally, financially. It's impacting you. Maybe you got your car repoed recently. Like it could be right now. 2021 is not seeming like your best year. And you know what? I wanted to share this story with you guys because, look, God will work it out, right? I want you to think about the times in your life, the other things that you've been through in your life, and God has always seen it through. You're still here today. You will get through. And, this is a perfect testimonial for that. And I want to say thank you for being here. Guys, in the audience, what I'd like for you to do, let's show Daniel some love real quick. If you can go, let's take a screenshot. If the audience can take a screenshot of this show, and I want you to post it, okay, on whatever channel you're on. If you want to do all your channels, whatever. I don't care, whatever you do, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, I don't care. Post this picture. Take the screenshot. Tag Daniel and FieldMed.
FieldMed. FieldMed.
FieldMed, FieldMed. And tell him how much it meant, to you and what you learned from this show, and how much you appreciate him being here today. We really appreciate you.
I really appreciate it, and all I can say is just don't ever give up. It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, we also want to give a special congratulations to our lucky winner. So I want to read out the comments real quick because I got a bunch of them that came through. Esther said Cowboys. Jason Hopper said Green Bay. Hope said the Rams. Lori Oken said Dallas. Broncos. Yolanda said Cleveland. Chastity said Denver Broncos. Let's see. And then Isabella said San Diego Chargers.
What?
Isabella, she's right.
Bolts.
Isabella, you are the lucky winner on the Who You Know Job Networking show, and you got one of these amazing
What did she win, Don?
Shakers.
Hold on.
Not that one. He's not going to give you that
Hold
one.
on. I don't make it look as good as Rob Gronkowski and Chris when they're sweating and
pumping out. Yeah, we're pumping it out.
Yeah, they got the bodies.
Yeah, I don't make it look as good.
Isabella, you're in Atlanta, so we'll have to drop ship it out to you.
Oh, yeah, that's the beauty of this thing. And if you guys want one of these Who You Know shakers, go to the site. Go to whoyouknow.show. And go pick one of these things
there
up.
There it is.
Man.
That's what it looks like on the screen right there.
Yeah, go pick out your color. You can get the pink and teal if you want. You can get that black and white. You can get that, Get
that Raiders black and silver.
Yeah, I brought mine home, and Uni says, "Where's mine?"
Wow.
That's what everybody said. So, and Daniel, we're gonna get you one. We're gonna send you one.
I greatly appreciate that.
And for all the producers, for the guys behind the scene, we got Holden back there. Holden, I want you to know you got a Who You Know shaker coming your way. And our assistant Hope and everybody that's behind the scenes. Oh, our hype lady Meg Rose, you get a shaker.
You get a shaker,
right?
Yes.
Like, I feel like Oprah right now.
Oh, and we can't leave out our substitute co-host.
Oh yeah, Fanny Dunnigan.
And she's with us. She's with us. She's on with us right now.
Fanny Dunnigan, you get a shaker.
Everybody loves Fanny.
Everybody does love Fanny. Guys, we appreciate you. We love you so much. Thank you for being with us today. Daniel, you're the man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Keep pushing, man. Keep grinding. I want you to take this thing to the next level.
Absolutely.
And you're always welcome on the Who You Know Job Networking show.
Absolutely.
Guys, that's the show. It's all about
Who You Know.
Trevor Houston here, and I want to thank you for tuning in to the Who You Know Job Networking Show. We hope you've been inspired, encouraged, educated, and entertained all at the same time. For information on our different events, workshops, partners, or partnership opportunities available, check out whoyouknow.show for more details. And be on the lookout for our new mobile app coming soon. You never know how this show could help someone you know? And if we've made an impact or put a smile on your face today, don't forget to hit that share button on your way out. Until next week, it's all about who you know. Bye!